welcome back to our channel. Ruth here, and in today's video I'd like to share with you how to set effective goals and succeed in 5 steps. Now, George T. Doran wrote an issue of management review paper, and in this paper he discussed the importance of having SMART goals for corporations. His recommendations were that when setting goals, the goal has to be specific, measurable, assignable, realistic, and time-related. So according to Doran, the SMART acronym stands for specific, measurable, assignable, realistic, and time-related. Now, this concept has actually been, I would say, taken over time and it's been modernized. So right now there's, the different acronyms actually stands for different word, and I'm going to actually go through them with you today. So specific actually means to target a specific area to improve on, and the goal should have a clear intended end. It must not be vague. Measurable means to quantify or suggest an indicator of progress. You must be able to track the progress in order to evaluate if the goal is met. Assignable, which means to specify the person who will actually carry out the goal. Now, in the modern context, the acronym A actually stands for attainable, which is something that one can realistically achieve. R stands for realistic, which means it needs to be able to state the results that can realistically be achieved in light of the resources that are available. In the modern context, though, R stands for relevant, which means it is to benefit your goals or that will benefit you directly. And finally, T stands for time-related, which is to specify a deadline as to achieving the desired goals. And in the modern context, T stands for time-bound, which is setting a time frame for the goals to be achieved. So here is a list of examples of setting SMART goals, and I want to go through Annie's vision. So Annie's vision is to increase her fitness level and improve her running speed. Her goal is to be able to run 5 miles in 45 minutes in the next 3 months. Okay, so Annie has actually looked at SMART goals and she went, well, I'm going to set a SMART goal and I'm going to see if this is going to work. So here she's actually going to set a goal for the next 3 months. So between days 1 to 14, her goal is to run for 15 minutes and walk for 5 minutes for 5 miles within 1.5 hours. Between days 15 to 30, she will run for 15 minutes and walk for 5 minutes for 5 miles within 1.25 hours. So see how she's reduced the time frame? Days 31 to 60, she'll run for 30 minutes straight and then walk for 5 minutes to rest for 5 miles within 1 hour. Again, she's reduced the time frame but increased the running time. Between days 60 to 75, she endeavors to run 45 minutes straight and walk 5 minutes to rest for 5 miles within 1 hour. And finally, between days 75 to 90, she endeavors to run 45 minutes for 5 miles within 45 minutes. So again, she's reduced that time with absolutely no rest. So the question is Annie's goal SMART? Well, let's check it out. Specific. Well, Annie's goal is actually specific because she has set a goal to run 5 miles within 45 minutes. That's her intended goal. So that is specific and it's locked in, it's clear. It's not vague. Number 2, is it measurable? Well, Annie's goal is actually measurable because she has set to run 5 miles, so you can actually measure 5 miles, and 45 minutes, which is measurable. The time is measurable. Number 3, attainable. Well, is her goal attainable? Well, that's a question mark, isn't it? Now, this will actually really depend on her current fitness level. Has she ever run before? Does she have any back issues? Does she need special shoes, etc.? So it depends on her fitness level and her endurance level. But in this case, Annie seems to have set a realistic goal to build up her fitness level because she's already been a fit person. She walks, she runs. I think that goal is attainable. Number 4, is it relevant? Well, in this case, Annie's goal is relevant because her vision is to improve her fitness level as well as her running speed. So it's directly relevant to her desire to be fit and to run faster. And finally, time bound. Is it time bound? Yes. Well, Annie's goal is definitely time bound. See how she said, day 1 to day 14 and then days 15 to day 30. She's very specific and she has given herself 3 months to attain those goals. So the question now becomes, if you want to be able to set your goal, is it specific? Is it measurable? Is it attainable? Is it relevant? Is it time bound? So make sure that when you're setting your next goal, it is smart. It covers all the specific points. Now, there might be times where certain goals may not, I would say, fit into the SMART model perfectly. It may not make sense as such, but that's okay. As much as possible, try and stick with the SMART goal principle, because I believe that if you do that, you'll begin to see results in a greater way. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this video. Well, before we end, would you be so kind to hit the like and subscribe button so we can keep you motivated? And you know what? That's going to mean the world to me. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.